All right, hey guys, it's Carl here, WOLVOFFICIAL.com. Okay, so this is huge. This is actually really hard to do. This is transferring your domain. Your domain is basically your website, and so I think this is a very technical video, and not too many people know how to do this stuff. So I just wanted to introduce to you how to do this. Um, Now, you may have this problem. You might be trying to transfer your domain from another website, and all you need to do for that is you just need to disconnect that. What it's called is you're disconnecting that domain from that website, or in other words, that name server. You're going to get rid of that name server from, say, you're at WordPress or say you're at some other hosting program, and you need to get rid of it. You're just going to erase it, the name server, and we'll get to that. So I'll try to kill two birds with one stone the best I can. So what's going on is, if you want, the big question is, if you want your domain, you say you've purchased a domain through GoDaddy or from Bluehost or something, what you need to do is you're not done yet. You got to connect it to this website. So say, and then what Wix is Wix is kind of like a platform for you to use and build websites with. So you don't just use, you can use GoDaddy or you can use Bluehost. A lot of those guys offer support where you can build websites through them, but most people want the customization with Wix or with WordPress. They want the hands-on stuff. So what you're looking at right here is Wix, the platform that I choose. As right now, it's currently my favorite. With the customization and the add-on features, it works for me. It may not work for you, but this is what's going on: is you can use the free version. This is free. I think somewhere down here it'll say that it's free. Okay, but you have to. Although it's free, or like 400, I don't think it's free actually, but I do think you get like a money back guarantee or whatever. But anyway, if you don't pay a certain price, basically you're going to have Wix ads. You're going to have ads on there, and you don't really want ads. So, I mean, I'm not going to do a whole price comparison thing here, maybe another video, but you don't really want the ads there. You want a lot of space, and let's see here. I don't know. I think that this one is pretty good. Like what they say, the $12 a month thing. I think that's pretty good because you're removing the Wix ads, and let's see if there's anything else you get. Depending on if you're selling goods, uh, you're gonna want to do this one. But I don't want to go a whole lot into that. So this video, what I'm trying to say is, when we connect the domain, um, we have to do it like this. So I kind of already jumped ahead, and this is my account. So once you're, so I use GoDaddy, and once I'm in my GoDaddy dashboard, I'm gonna wanna get in. This is like the first screen that pops up. All right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click launch. Once I click launch, oh wait, no, I don't want to click launch. Sorry. I want to click domains, and then once the domains come up, you pick the one that you want, and then you click launch. Okay. So as you can see, we're in here, and you just kind of scroll down a little bit, and you'll notice that there's a thing here that says name servers. Once you click on name servers, that's what you want to point it to. So you can already copy these down. This is what your name servers for WordPress were kind of different. They might have been something different.com, But what you're ultimately doing is you're telling this computer or this website that you want to point to it and you want to connect with it, so that your domain stays with GoDaddy. So what happens is I clicked on that manage button, and then you'll want to click on custom, and then you just edit these. I mean, the thing's pretty easy. I think you just click on it, or right here, you click edit, and then you can move them. Make sure they're active. But just, that's pretty self-explanatory. Put that one there and that one there. Then hit save. And then that's really all you do. But we'll talk what we're going to do now is we're going to head back over to our site. And I think you remember this dashboard where it's, you click on My Sites and it takes you to this, your website, okay? So now that you're at your website, you'll notice that we talked about this little dashboard right here. Well, what you want to do is we're going to connect the domain. So the domain here is, I'm just going to kind of read it out loud. But basically, you're going to have two options. You can see mine is already here. My DNS is the same thing. It's it's what we did. We just pointed this domain from GoDaddy to these guys here. But what you'll see is you won't see this domain yet. You need to either buy a domain through Wix, which we don't want to do because we are assuming that we already have a domain. You're going to want to use the domain that you already own because you already purchased one through another person. And then what you do is, let me just kind of read this over real quick. But ultimately, you're going to want to put your website URL. Don't worry about putting like HTML right here. Or, HTTP /. Don't worry about that. Actually, it won't even come up if it does that. Because it says down here, for example, wix.com. www.wix.com, for example. So then you, let me just read this over real quick out loud. Transfer your domain to Wix from a different register was what we're doing. We're transferring from GoDaddy to here. Or Bluehost, or from here to here. Before, whichever one yours is. Before transferring your domain to Wix, make sure that the privacy protection is not turned on. So I think that might just be like on your GoDaddy thing, but it shouldn't be off. Your domain is unlocked. The admin registering email you gave as your registrar is correct. At least 60 days have passed since you registered or transferred your domain. You have an authorization code. So you should be good in standing there. It's just, if you have problems, just call your hosting platform, which is GoDaddy, Bluehost, or whatever your, thing is. Call them and read this to them and say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm trying to transfer my domain, and I put it in, say you click next, and for whatever reason it says, domain unavailable to transfer. And then it says here, please make sure your domain is unlocked and your current register before continuing. Please also make sure that domain authorization code, you will need it to complete to transfer. If you see this message again after completing the steps above, please contact your domain's register. So the reason mine didn't go through is because mine is already connected. But yours shouldn't have a problem. So I know this is kind of a long video, but it's very tedious. And I can tell you right now that there's a lot of frustration with websites, but what I will tell you is this is the way to go. Being able to customize your website as you see fit. You're gonna one, lower your costs, and two, have control over your website, so that if someone gets up and leaves, you're someone who's building your website, you're basically gonna be able to build your own and keep it up to date, stuff like that. So I hope this helps. That's pretty much how you transfer your domain Wix to your Wix site using GoDaddy or Bluehost or whatever you're using. Your domain is basically, for mine is WOLVOFFICIAL.com. Don't worry about the HTTP thing. And the whole DNS thing that we talked about, DNS, it's sounded out Delta November Sierra, that DNS. It's just your name server, your domain name server, I believe is how it sounds. And what we did there is, remember we changed the ns1.wix.com, ns2. We're just entering that information if we're using Wix specifically. And that is pretty much it. So stay tuned to some more videos and subscribe to my mailing list at WOLVOFFICIAL.com and just stay cool. All right? Take care, guys.